Today is the perfect day for a maintenance routine. You guys hear the thunder right now? I'm just living my best life right now. Fun fact, I love the rain. Oh, you didn't even count.
Wasn't that better? You could have prepared for it.
I'd rather you count though. It is time for another feminine care, hygiene, and body care routine. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. I love doing these for you guys because it gets all together everything that I like to do for maintenance and the little things that we don't really think about, but we do when nobody's looking. And the last one I did was May 2021, which you guys really liked and responded well to. It just so happens to be May 2022, exactly a year later. But before we get started, make sure you click that subscribe button down below because that'll really help me out a lot and help you as well so that you know when I post another one of these routines. The first update I want to give you guys is on menstrual products, which as a woman we use monthly, and as you know, I am all about the natural life, the clean living life. I'm about that life. I did make a menstrual feminine care video in the past and I featured cups that I was using at the time, which are fine, but as you know, if you watch that video, I'm not a pro at this and I'm not the most comfortable with it either. And I've been on the search for a more comfortable and easy cup. I didn't even know if that existed until I found this Flex beginner menstrual cup, which is genius because it works just like a tampon, kind of, almost. Very similar. And this is unsponsored. I bought this with my own money. So I keep my Flex cup in this little baggie that it comes in. And I like that it's black like this because I can see all the dust particles on it. Sometimes when you don't see any dust on things, you think it's clean because you can't see it, but the black color allows you to see every little dust speckle on there, so it makes me clean it more often. The reason I like it is because it kind of functions like a tampon, which I'm very used to and very comfortable with. So you would squeeze it just like any other cup like this and insert it, but then when you take it out, it has this little holder thing that you can fit your finger on or grip it like this and then start pulling it out so that you can get a good grip at this to take the whole thing out. I just find it to be much easier than all the other cups that I've tried because there is a learning curve to these cups and I'm still learning because I only started using it about 2 months ago or so, even though I've had this cup in my bathroom for many months. The habit just wasn't there, the routine just wasn't there, so I just continued using all my other regular stuff like tampons and pads like this. But I also understand the huge benefits of transitioning into using a cup on every menstrual cycle. It not only reduces the cost of having to buy tampons and pads and liners, but it's also more sustainable. Ooh, and the Flex company also makes this, Flex, what is this called? It's like this ring that is bendable. As you can see, they're both still in packaging, so that means I have not used them yet and I have not worked up the courage to try it. For my underarms and body hair, which I did not talk about in the last video, I like doing Brazilian waxing, which is basically they just remove everything. I'm bald down there. Very painful, but I love it. I prefer getting this professionally done, but I know it's not always possible. And since moving here to Austin, Texas, I've been trying to find an organic spa that does it. I found one. It's really far away, but it's always inconvenient to book an appointment there, so I'm not super happy with it. And because of that, I've surrendered to European Wax Center. And I go there once in a while to get my Brazilian waxing. I've gotten my legs waxed there twice, mostly when I know I'm gonna be going away, going on vacation or something. And whenever I do any one of those, I always book an underarm as well. Even though I can wax my underarms at home, which I always do, I never shave my underarms. As a woman of color, my skin and my underarms is very sensitive, especially because I have thick hair. If you know, you know. And shaving is a big no for me. And ever since I stopped shaving, just less darkness and less bumpiness, and it's smoother and hairless for much longer because I wax. So I might as well get something that I can use at home. So I found this Carissa brand at Whole Foods. This is the English side. And this is just a wax that you warm. I don't use the microwave. You can warm it in the microwave if you like. It's just a habit of mine to not use the microwave because I don't use the microwave for anything but storage. Every home we live in comes with a microwave, but we don't actually use it to warm up any food or for any eating purposes because it's not good for you, okay? Look it up. But you can also put it in like a pot of low heat warm water for a little while and it'll start getting loose. And the box comes with these strips and the stick for you to wax at home. And because I love waxing my underarms, I bought this huge wax applicator sticks, and I also bought a wax warmer, which is for hard wax, which does not require strips. You just take the hard wax and put it on your underarms and then wax it off. But I'd rather go to the European Wax Center and get that done, or use my home wax, something I learned from the esthetician, the waxes that require strips. You don't want to go over it 2 times because it sticks to your skin instead of just sticking to the hair, versus the hard wax, which will stick to your hair. It doesn't stick to your skin, is what I've learned. I can tolerate pain very well as long as I'm not inflicting the pain on myself. If someone else is inflicting the pain on me, I can handle it. So I always have my husband do it because it's just much easier. Have my underarms ready and just have him rip it right off and get it done. So I've got my heated wax right here and my spatula and my strips, which I'm only gonna go over once under my arms, and if that doesn't get off everything, which sometimes it doesn't, I'm gonna go in with my epilator instead of waxing again, and the epilator will finish everything off, any little hairs that are left over. This will get it because it's like a million tweezers. So I will show you guys my underarms. If you don't want to see hair, don't look, skip the video. But hey, hair is a natural part of being humans. So in my opinion, it's nothing to be grossed out about. I just prefer removing it. So that's what we're gonna do. Husband to the rescue. And you do not want to burn your skin. You only get one shot at this, as usual. So you're gonna get one shot to rip it off.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, you didn't even count.
Wasn't that better? You couldn't prepare for it.
I'd rather you count though. I didn't add any more wax here. Just rip it off.
1.
Almost everything, right?
1, 2. 1, 2. And some blood.
No, that's what I was trying to avoid, no blood. Jojoba oil to the rescue. This just removes the wax from being sticky. Much better.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it.
On camera, come on. This is my husband's long eyebrow hair. Can you guys see that? He's turning into an old man, which is kind of exciting for me. The hair isn't even coming from the inside of your ear. It's coming from the little piece, the little bone that's coming out of the other part. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So I just looked up close with my 10x mirror. There's a little bit of hair left, which is fine, but just to keep that completely smooth, I'm gonna go in with my epilator and remove the rest. There's 2 speeds on this. I'm only gonna put it on the first speed because the second speed is too fast and sometimes it rips the hair before it pulls it out. And I just basically go in like 4 different directions, up and down, and then I twist it upside down and go up and down that way, and then I go sideways. Because my hair and my underarm doesn't grow all in one direction, it grows in different directions, so I want to make sure that I'm pulling it from where the root is growing out of. And the left arm seems to be all clear now. Now for the right arm. All right, right and left, all done. On my face, I don't like to wax because it tends to sometimes break me out, so I like to avoid that. And even if I'm not breaking out with like actual pimples, it creates like these little tiny bumps. I don't know what you call those, but it's just like this texture to my skin that I don't like. So what I opt for my upper lip area instead is this Flawless device, which I have been using for years. And it's just as simple as flicking the button up and turning it on and using it on your upper lip. And all I'm doing is basically just going in circular motions around my lip like this. Super simple and quick. I don't grow a lot of brow hair. Like my hair barely grows over here and it barely grows over here where I would like some hair to grow for my brows. So I don't really have to maintain that much. And now for pimples or acne. My skin type is combination skin on the dry side, which just means it can be dry in specific areas. My skin requires good moisture, but I also have to be careful with my skin because I can break out if it's not cleansed and hydrated properly with gentle and clean ingredients. Today, I do have 2 pimples in my face, and I specifically get pimples when I'm about to go on my period. I just came off my period, and now I'm just left with 2 that are noticeable, which is one right here on my forehead and one on the side of my chin or jaw. And the one on my jaw is actually bigger than it looks on camera. So we're gonna tackle that one first. I'll be using this pimple popper thing, but first I'm gonna disinfect it with some alcohol. So I just put some alcohol on a pad like this, and I just kind of let it sit in that alcohol for just a few seconds so it's not adding bacteria to my face. wipe it away. And I'm also going to take this anti-blemish clarifying toner, which has tea tree, vitamin E, and rose water. This is by Derma E. Toner isn't necessary to use all the time, especially for my skin type. So I only use this when I actually have a pimple or any type of acne concern on my face. Take another cotton pad because my face is not freshly washed. I'm just putting it on the area where I do have a pimple and right here on my chin. And now I can take my clean and disinfectant tool and extract those pimples. Actually, I have two on my forehead, this one and that one. And this one I can feel hurts a little bit, but we're gonna go with this one first. Clean that off with the same cotton pad. For this one, it seems like I'm gonna have to use my hands, so I'm gonna take these two cotton pads and like squeeze it together. Came out, ew. And now before I go in the shower and do the rest of my routine, I wanna do something for my scalp. And typically I like to oil scalp massage, which I do every single time I'm going to cleanse my hair. But because this week I have been brushing my hair at night, putting it a little leave-in and oil, especially on my ends, and then braiding it up before bed, I don't feel the huge necessity to apply more oil onto my hair and my scalp before washing it. So I'm just gonna use my new device. This is a scalp massager that I found out about from my girl Millie Almodovar, and she featured this, I think it was on the Wendy Williams show.
They're giving when you give yourself a scalp massage, what you're doing is promoting thicker, longer hair because you're
putting dirt under your nails. Let this do it.
Because you're increasing circulation.
And what's really cool is that even though these little handles right here are moving in a circular motion, they're very soft and flexible, but yet firm enough to feel the massage. And it doesn't tangle up my hair, especially having curly hair. And as you can see, I'm putting it directly on my scalp, and it's not pulling my hair, it's just massaging. So nice. Okay, that's enough of that. And now it's time to take a shower and do the body portion of this video.
I like to begin with my hair, and I'm using my favorite cleanser ever, which is the Hair Story New Wash. It's not a shampoo, but I don't want to call it a co-wash either. So don't get that twisted, because it's more than that, and it's better than any other cream cleanser or co-wash I've ever used in the past. And I like to use my scalp brush to ensure that I'm properly cleaning my scalp with this product, and it's always amazing. No conditioner necessary because I will be going in with a deep conditioner, and I just love that I can detangle my hair with that same product that I cleanse my hair with, because it's that hydrating but yet cleansing enough at the same time. I don't want to go into too much details here because I did do a video for color care, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. To exfoliate with my soap, I like using this scrubber. I found it in a local store that I go to, but I will try to find one online and link it if I can. And I still use the Alafia African Black Soap. It's still my fave. But I also use the Attitude Super Leaves. It smells really good, and I just choose whichever one depending on how I'm feeling that day. And I like to exfoliate a couple of times a week. And when I'm not exfoliating, then I would just use a bar soap all over my body. For the days that I'm lazy and I want one of those in and out showers, you know? But most days I just use my Alafia soap and exfoliate because that works really well for my skin type. Remember the burn I told you I had on my underarms temporarily? I cleared it up mostly by using this soap, and not shaving of course, but mostly this soap. I used it every day and I left it on for about a minute. And this comes with the deodorant that I also use from the brand Kaya Naturals, which I found at Credo Beauty. You can use it on your elbows, knees, and any dark spots that you have on your body to try and brighten it and even out your skin tone. It works really well for me, and it's also gentle and non-toxic. For my face, I'm using the cleanser that I showed in my previous skincare and makeup video that I just uploaded before this video. So if you haven't seen that, check it out to see a full skincare routine. For the private parts, I like this Honestly Fresh Naturals brand that has this simple and gentle, minimally scented, just a vaginal wash, and it does its job. That's all I can say about it. Now about this, I can say a lot because I use it often, especially for my flare-ups from Keratosis Pilaris. So I use this a couple of times a week. But on days that I'm shaving, I love using the Reed and Gwen body scrub, which is amazing, especially on my legs and on my arms, to remove all the dead skin before I shave. Right now, my strawberry skin on my legs is not the best, but I do notice that when I consistently cleanse my legs and then exfoliate and then shave, it does get better. And then specifically exfoliating in between shaves. That helps to reduce the strawberry skin over time if I'm consistent with it. And lately, I haven't been. I like to scrub the bottom of my feet in my shower weekly because if I don't, I will get hobbit, cracked, goblin feet. To shave, I still use the Billy Shave Cream, which is very moisturizing and soothing to the skin, especially after exfoliating. And then there's days that I just use the Alafia black soap because it also doubles as a shaving soap, which works perfectly fine as well. And once I shave my legs, I know that I'm done and it's time to rinse off my mask that I left in for that entire time that I was doing all that body stuff in the shower.
Alright, I'm fresh and clean and we're gonna jump right into the masking portion for my skin, which I love doing on days like this. And I'm gonna show you two of my favorite options for days that I want to unclog my skin and go deep. These two pricey options have saved my skin many times. This one is a purifying Manuka mask, pore cleansing and exfoliating mask. And it's by a brand called La Bella Figura. And this is meant to gently exfoliate on the skin and then leave on for 20 to 30 minutes, which is perfect because I can leave it on while I moisturize my body and all of that. And this is another one. This one's like for any skin issue that I'm having, and the name is perfect. This is called the Problem Solver by May Lindstrom. It's completely powder. I always keep a little bowl like this in my bathroom, and you are meant to mix this with water. And this is a warming mask. You will feel the warming sensation on your skin, and it's really effective. They're both great and both pricey, but don't worry, I have two other very affordable options to show you. If you're on a budget or you just don't want to spend a ton of money on a mask, these are two great options that I really recommend. This is the Honest 3-in-1 Detox Mud Mask, which also has glaze in it. So if you just want something simple to apply and rinse off, go with this. And then there's this one, which happens to be everyone's favorite, and it's very affordable as well, just like the Honest one. And you get a ton of product that you mix yourself with water or apple cider vinegar in a little bowl like this. And this will also unclog your pores. And it does require mixing, like I said, because it's in a powder clay form. So you can still get amazing, perfect results on a budget. I'm going to apply this one by La Bella Figura, which is thick and muddy. Literally looks like a mud. And I'm not going to apply it perfectly right now because I will be blending it in a little bit with my hands, but I didn't want to dig my hand in here right now because I do have a little bit of length to my nails and I don't want to go in to like clean my nails. It's just annoying. So I'm going to apply it like this for now, and then I'll kind of exfoliate a little bit with it and leave it on. I hope I don't dirty my towel because I just did laundry yesterday. I'm gonna take my hands and just kind of blend it in to exfoliate my skin a little bit and then leave it on until we're done moisturizing. And it smells so good. And I actually like that it doesn't harden on my skin. And I also like that the exfoliating portion is very minimal. It's not intense. I selected that mask for that reason because I don't want a heavy exfoliation today. Sometimes I do. Today's not one of those days. And now for deodorant. I recently decided to try two new deodorants, which were a big fail. Not because of the efficiency. The efficiency was great, but it has baking soda and it irritated my arms to the point where it looked like I had a burn and my skin was peeling off and I was freaking out because it was really dark brown. So I knew that the deodorant must have caused it, and the ones that I was using at the time was these two, which are good brands, but my skin cannot tolerate the amount of baking soda these two have. And in the past, I have used deodorants with baking soda in it, and it didn't irritate my arms, but these two definitely did. So I completely stopped using them and went back to the things that I know work and are good for me. I love the Beauty Counter deodorant, which is a refill system. You keep the same packaging and you just buy refills to put inside. This one's completely done, so I need to get a refill on that one. But my favorite one for a really long time, especially since going through the underarm burn that I went through with those two other baking soda deodorants, one of the things that I did to recover my underarms was use this Kai Naturals, the Takesumi Bright deodorant. This is a brightening deodorant with niacinamide. It's a super light scent, it's almost barely there. And it goes on clear. And it helps dark underarms become lighter and brighter. So this is the one that I use the most. And for me, it works great. It keeps odors away. And I have a strapless bra on, by the way. Not naked on here, sorry. For those of you who saw my previous body maintenance video, you know I am obsessed with this shea butter company. This is the Hamamat shea butter. Their golden shea butter is my favorite because it's the purest one. It's just raw shea butter and it works really great for my skin. Because I ran out of this one, I have been using their Safari shea butter a lot more often, which has tea tree and indigenous herbs that give it its yellowy color, which I have to be careful with because if I apply it and then sit down on something or put on certain clothing, it can stain clothing and your sheets. So when I apply this, I like to apply it on my body and allow it to kind of settle in my body, or wear dark clothing, go about my day. It's just something to keep in mind. But for the past 3 months or so, I have been obsessed with Reed and Gwen Supercharged Reishi Body Melt. This stuff is crack. It's crack. It looks like a cream over here, but the second it touches your skin, it melts kind of like an oil. And this has ceramides and hyaluronic acid. And from the first day I used it, I was like, okay, this is a game changer. Not only did my skin feel amazing, I love that it has hyaluronic acid, so it was really quickly hydrating. It's very light on the skin as well, so you don't need a lot. And it kept my skin looking hydrated and glowing long term. The first time I received this was through a PR packaging from Avocado Mattress Company, and I wasn't expecting to like this. I wasn't expecting anything of it. And for those of you who don't like the shea butter smell and you complain about something like that, even though it doesn't bother me, I'm okay with it because it doesn't last, it goes away. For those of you that it does bother, you might like this a lot more because the smell is so faint. There is no shea butter nutty smell to this. It has like a orangey, citrusy, very light scent. Look at that. And then the second I put it on my hand, you can see it like literally melting, and applies like butter. 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 For those of you who don't know and didn't watch the previous video, I have keratosis pilaris. It's a skin problem that affects me a lot. So exfoliating and moisturizing with the right ingredients is super, super crucial for those of us with KP. And that's just another reason why I like to focus on pure, natural ingredients that are good for my skin with no secret agenda ingredients in there. So I'm applying this everywhere, including my feet and my legs. The only place I don't apply it on is on my bum and my privates. I'm gonna show you what I put on my bum and the front part of my privates. But first I'm gonna wash my hands because I'm gonna rinse this off my face, do my skincare, and then lastly, apply the magic potion on the bum and privates. The reason I'm washing my hands now is because the body products that I just applied with my hands are not suitable for the face. They're just too heavy. Will probably break my face out if I mix those products with my face products. But because of the mask situation and timing, might as well do the body part while the mask is on my face, right? Okay, skin, I see you glowing. Today I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna be using my Vintner's Daughter Active Treatment Essence and their Active Botanical Serum. This is a 2-step duo, and I just like the simplicity and pureness and organicness of this brand. I love that they only provide 2 products as a full step skincare. Starting with the Active Treatment Essence, which is a water-based hydrator, and I kind of apply it on my hands, and then we're gonna dab it into the skin or press it onto the skin. Then quickly, while my face is still wet, I'm going to take the Active Botanical Serum, which is oil-based, and I put like 6 or 7 or 8 drops onto my hands, and we're also going to start by pressing that onto the skin and neck, and then blend that in. And I already did a skincare routine video in the previous video that I just uploaded. I'm not going into depth with this for you. This is just what I'm using today after doing that mask, and to end my night with something luxurious. So the last 2 products I'll be applying on my skin is these 2. This is my True Botanicals Deep Repair Eye Serum and the Resurrection Radiance Eye Cream, my favorite. Legit the best eye cream ever made. And I have been obsessed with this True Botanicals brand. I found out about them on my own through an ad. I guess not on my own, the ad was placed in front of me. I think it was on Instagram. I was like, why don't I see more people using this other than celebrities? So I purchased it myself, and I've been obsessed with them ever since. All right, now that that's done, I can show you what I put on my bum and the front part of my privates. Not in my privates, the front part of like the top front skin, like right under your belly. Yeah, that part. I just take my rose hip oil, which is great for discoloration, hyperpigmentation, scarring, uneven skin tone. And this is what I've been using on the skin in the private area because we also want that part of our skin to be baby soft and clear. And rosehip oil seems to be really nice for the butt, and it helps. It really does. Just be consistent with it. Like I said, butter. We're almost done here, but first I'm going to apply some stuff in my hair and we're gonna do nails right after, which I really need. I can't stand wet hair on my back. Can't stand it. So much better. The last thing I want to show you guys is nails. I'll be doing my toes and my hands. I'm gonna keep it simple and clean using a white green LED nail company called Manicurist, and this is their green flash collection. I've been raving about them on Instagram. They're the best. As you guys know, I'm very cautious about ingredients and safety, and this is a 12-free brand. They're green and safe to use for your nails. It's not going to damage your nails. It's using an LED light to cure the nail, not UV, and the removal process is just like standard nail polish with a specific nail polish remover from the brand, like this one. It doesn't damage your nail in the removal process, which is great. I've never done a gel manicure. I actually haven't even been to a nail salon in so many years. I can't even keep count. It's probably like 13 years or something like that. I don't know. But back in my day, I sound like an old lady saying that, I used to get acrylic nails before having children. Then after having children, I became aware and I just wanted to go more natural, and I've been wearing my natural nails ever since. And when I was pregnant with my daughter, I did not like the maintenance of nails and I just didn't want to deal with nail polish anymore. So I took it as an opportunity to go extra clean, and I ended up unintentionally going 3 years without nail polish. So my nails were just bare clean like this, which is totally fine because I believe it's better to have bare clean nails than chipped nail polish that looks dirty and unkept. But now that I found this Manicurist brand, again, unsponsored, everything in this video is unsponsored, I've been obsessed because I can wear my manicure for a good 7 to 8 to 9, sometimes 10 days without having any severe chipping that's noticeable, that bothers me, you know, and the manicure is pretty good for a good week. So every week I have been doing my nails now and I've been enjoying it so much. If you buy the set, it comes with the #1, which is the base coat. Put on your base coat, cure your nail for 30 to 60 seconds. Then you put on #2, which is your color. The color I'm using today is white. This is in the color Snow, which I also like using on the tips to give myself like a little French manicure. Then after applying your color, you also cure the nail with the LED light. And then lastly, the LED gel top coat. And then you cure your nail for like 90 seconds or more. It hardens and everything, and my manicure is perfect. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do my nails. There's not much to show you. I did a little tutorial on Instagram if you guys wanna go check that out and see it. And if you guys actually do want a nail tutorial from me, let me know. Maybe I'll do it. Today is the perfect day for a maintenance routine. You guys hear the thunder right now? I'm just living my best life right now. Fun fact, I love the rain, especially when I'm home doing things like this. The best. And the husband is with the kids and I get to pamper myself today. Nails are done, toes are done too, and I have immediately started acting different. My hands don't even know what to do. But now it's time to end this video. This video is long enough. I hope you enjoyed it. And now it's time to get back to my family and have dinner. And if you haven't had enough of me yet, please subscribe down below. That'll help me out a lot. And check out the previous body maintenance video. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Always appreciate it. Bye, sunshines.